Recording started. Okay. This on all pages it states that all contractors are independent and therefore not under accountability of the Bios Baptist Church administration. Once you are on the emergency department's page, you have everything you need at your fingertips to figure out what to navigate through the church. If you want to check into the emergency department, all you have to do is fill out these three forms, which is stated right up here. So, the prayer request box form, the check-in form which you just passed, you choose your physicians. I suggest you do that last. And then you come down. This will be spiritual records. Usually family members would come back and ask for spiritual records or anybody. We do not release those to anybody unless you click this box. If you don't click this box, we will not release your spiritual records. If you leave it blank or click this box, we shred your spiritual records after 2 years, or we hold on to your spiritual records. That means we hold on to them for 2 years because we need them in case you come back. So it's between you and me for the next 2 years. After that, they're gone. We don't know what we did with them. They're shredded. Check-in process was very easy. It's a survey. Email. Comment. Survey. 3-question survey. You do not have to fill it out. Submit it. You can watch a video here to view the first day that our physical emergency department actually opened. This is the public sermon manuscript release form. Now, funny enough that if you do want a manuscript, you can fill out this form and you receive a manuscript. Somebody's advertising on our website because they put this box, I agree to receive marketing and promotional materials. That's not for us. This is that spiritual baptism. Now, you pray. Obviously, people might put yes just to make themselves, but it's really what's in your heart. Doesn't matter what I see, it's what you put. It's what you believe yourself. And if you want to become a member of Bios Baptist Church, not a staff member, this is for tutoring services. Now remember, all tutoring services as of right now, no longer are we using Messenger. Starting on June 10th, 2018, Bios Baptist Church will not use Messenger for tutoring sessions. So that's about 3 days. We won't use Messenger. So if you want to do something, you're going to have to download the Blizz app. I'll show you the advertisement for it down here in the corner. The Blizz app. So here's a link for it. To download Blizz, go to https://www.blizz.com forward slash N forward slash download forward slash, and then hit the big yellow, which is what I am pointing to right now, free download button. That's how you could download the Blizz web conferencing tool for the tutoring program. Somebody came in the classroom and left. That's how. The tutoring program is covering online students. Starting next year, we're focusing primarily on online students in all countries, of course, in the subject areas of math, English, arts, reading, science, social studies, and of course their electives, if we are able to get to them, and other specialty courses such as Bible study, theology, and church citizenship. So we are expanding our youth department to cover those. Now, tutoring is 5 days a week, with Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. Now, your tutoring session is not going to be all those hours long. Each tutoring session is only 1 hour, but you're going to have to call the church in order to set up an appointment. Now, of course, I'm the only tutor on the floor, so you will get me, but of course I am the most competent, so therefore, that's why. Let's go back to the emergency department. Anytime you are supposed to do voice and or media and or anything, you are to fill out a media release. If you are over the age of 18, you will fill out a general media release form. For people under, now this is just in most countries. Some countries is 15, some is 17, some is 20, some is 21, some is 14. So it depends on what is the legal age of adulthood in the prospective country. So this is your parental consent. This is a legal document. So we go with the age of adulthood because this is a worldwide legal document. So it gets confusing. So this is why we ask that you do not lie on this document, because doing so will cause a lot of problem. So, parental consent. So, you have to fill out, your parent has to fill out this document. The child doesn't do anything but give this to his or her parent. Now, the child does have to have the will to do it, because anytime this is something involving the kids, here's how it works at Bios Baptist Church. I always ask the kid first if he or she wants to be in the program, and then I give the parents the paperwork. That's how it works. You know why? Because 9 times out of 10, when a child is forced to do something, they do it haphazardly. We don't have time for that. So that's why. We cannot have haphazard work at BIOS. Yeah, we cannot have that at our facility. So anytime a kid is forced to do something, we have to consider the fact that we need to ask their parents we need to ask them if they want to do it. Let's go down to employment. If you want to be an employee, you have to be at least 7 years of age. Now it says ministerial positions, But it doesn't matter. We do not hire until you are 7 years old. So if this box is not checked, we automatically discharge your application. You have to be at least 7 years old for BIOS to hire you, because we determined that if you're not 7, you don't have much of the necessary skills that it takes to can physically focus or do any skillful work in a ministerial position. If any work, matter of fact, yeah, if anything changes, then church will reconsider. But then again, what 6-year-old's gonna have time for that anyway? What work is gonna involve running around playing on the playground? What is that gonna include? Junior deacons have to be at least 7 years old to start off as interns. I am baptized. You are baptized at 16 years or older. That's not a requirement, but in order to be a actual a requirement is you have to at least be or have been enrolled in school. If you are not in school any at all, we won't take you either. And you have to be Christian. You have to have given your life to Jesus. You have to subscribe to the doctrine of the Holy Trinity. You have to attend school. So basically, if you definitely check off those, but being baptized is actually one good thing. Having formal work experience is another good thing. Working at another church is another good thing. Being willing to work at least 2 hours a day is a good thing. And having completed some high school is another good thing. What will put you real far ahead is having some college or some seminary is another good thing. And being willing to work in the emergency department is another good thing. So if your application looks similar to this, it doesn't have to look just like this, because if it does, I could tell you lying, because it's two-way. This will be like 2 applications. But if it looks like if you check any of these, or if you completed some or all of any education, higher education, or completed high school, completed middle school, or even say some middle school. I'll take some middle school. So once you are in that area, now these will put you very far ahead too, but I'm just going to stay in the range where that puts you very far ahead, but not too far. It makes you look better than everybody else. But if you have any of these on your application, and of course when I interview you, you don't have any visible, you don't tell me anything that, you don't just come straight out to me and tell me, oh, well, I got locked up for dealing drugs back years ago. Because that's not a question we're going to ask people. So if you don't tell me that, then fine. Now this, you can't go on here because this is authorized personnel only. Can't go on here. So this is as far as you're going to see if you ever try to go in here. So, can't go in here. You got to go back. Sorry. Everything else is behind that wall. And see smart staff only. Let's go back up. So that is your whole entire emergency department. Have a good day and may God bless you.